But she's actually been debunked on everything. Just she
Oh,
planned
she
this.
has.
She was doing searches all the way from July 13th about looking up the movie Taken and bus tickets one way, and she clearly planned.
So, all right, keep get me up to date. So you said that she was looking up bus tickets. So what actually like from because I know you do your research and you always you're into this stuff and I applaud you so much for this. I'm so grateful because this is hard. Doing what you do, like covering the things you cover, is hard. And so, like, where was she planning to go? Like, what was her plan?
She was planning on leaving. She had her
Yeah,
snacks, her food. She had she did her research. They said there was a lot of things researched in her phone, so it was planned,
Did
yep.
premeditated.
did she
I'm
have
gonna pull up some of this. I'm gonna pull the video up again. Y'all can keep talking. Go ahead.
Yeah. Some
did
of the
she have
stuff that we've been hearing on social media is
uh-huh.
facts.
Okay.
She did say that there was a Caucasian male, balding with orange hair
Hold on,
that
he was
that
balding with
attacked
orange
her.
hair.
Yes.
Um,
And fed her Cheez-Its. Yes, those rumors are true.
girl.
She did tell that to the popo, to the police.
Mm.
She said it was a white child with a white T-shirt on and a pamper. They let us listen to her 911 call to the operator, and she sounded just like she would be ordering a sandwich at Subway. They they hung up. The phone was never disconnected. She didn't disconnect with them. They said bye. She told the operator that there was a baby on walking across the interstate, gave the description of the baby, and they said, okay, we'll get a police car out there. Could you stay with the child? She said, sure, absolutely. And they hung up. The operator said, okay, bye. And that was the end of that call. And then she called the sister in law, is where all the extras came in, with the scream and going to talk to the child and all of that stuff. And a white man with orange hair, balding, snatched her up, chased her through the woods, and then next thing she remembers is that she woke up in a trailer.
I'm sorry, my son talking to me. Hold on. As soon as I'm done, I'm
Thank you and good afternoon for y'all coming today.
So I'm pulling it up. We gonna go over it again. I wanted to do this anyway because I can stop it whenever we get to a point that we want to comment on. So here it is. We gonna play it again. Y'all could free to tell me to stop at any point when you want to
That's
say
me.
something.
We work in this
Funny,
case
Miss V.
until
You
we
see
uncover
what
every
she
piece of
said?
evidence that helps us account for the
Huh?
49 hours
You
that
see
Carlee
what
Russell
Just
was
V
missing.
said? She said
Who?
just V. You see what she said?
Oh, what is she? Wait
She
a
said
minute.
she even brought preparation snacks.
Exactly. This girl was planning a road trip, honey.
Yeah,
Listen.
she
Listen,
did.
look, I guarantee you we missed something just listening at this for the first time. So
Yeah,
here
we
we
can't
go,
hear
y'all.
you.
However,
Go ahead,
through
Miss
the
V.
public interest, and in some cases, public fear that this story has generated, we owe it to our citizens to tell them the facts that we have uncovered. So I will give you the facts that we know today. On July 13th, at approximately 8:20 p.m., Carlee left work from a business at the summit. Surveillance video from her place of employment shows Carlee concealed a dark-colored bathrobe, a roll of toilet paper, and other items belonging to the business prior to her departure. She ordered
A roll, toilet paper, and something else. That's crazy. Hold on. Was that going too fast? Because I gotta speed it up. Should I
No,
slow it down?
no, it was going fine.
Okay.
food from Taziki's at the Colonnade and traveled there. She then traveled to Target on 280, where she purchased some granola bars and Cheez-Its. From there, she remained in the parking lot at that shopping center until 9:21 p.m. when she drove to I-459. Carlee communicated on her cell phone with individuals known to her while on her path of travel, up to the point of calling 911 at 9:34 p.m. And at this time, we will play the 911 call in its entirety.
they gonna cut this car up. But yeah, just Jay, I mean, yeah, just V said $107, snacks, robe, and toilet paper. She was ready to take a squat on any highway road. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yes, and I'm just she also was. It is true that she did get in trouble at work for stealing, and she stole from the $107 that just V. They found that in her sock.
So she stole
Okay.
the same day. So she stole
Yes,
that.
she did steal those items from her job. So the rumors that we were hearing on social media about her being fired from her job
You
for
okay,
stealing
Breeze?
is true.
So when was she fired? If she left
That
work and
same day, she got caught stealing from work.
so okay, I have a question. So did she get caught stealing the thing she was going to use to fake for the fake abduction?
We
And
guess it. That's what our theory is because she had. That's what she took that night from the job. Well, because she,
Snacks,
was
robe,
going
toilet
on
paper,
the boyfriend too. Now,
107.
those rumors are true as well. That the boyfriend, her, the stripper, he was leaving her. They was breaking up. We're just thinking that maybe she was just trying to teach him a lesson, and this went too far because there is rumors that the cousin shared a text
mhm.
message between them two, where the cousin, she told the cousin, um, I don't know what I'm gonna do. This is getting out of hand. I didn't know it was gonna go this far. And the cousin told
Okay.
her, girl, you better bring your behind home. This is going viral.
All right. So
Right. Now,
let
just V said, what kind of car was she driving? A Lexus or something else? She said she was driving a red Mercedes. I didn't
Yes,
know she was,
that's the
I
description
never
she
knew that
gave
it was
the
a
911
Mercedes
operator.
Benz.
Yeah.
I'm gonna keep playing this though, because I know we missed some stuff. So they're gonna turn this 911 call up. So
okay.
it's gonna get better.
Right next to this exit 10, by the cover bag, like you don't know who that. Okay, so you're before that exit? Yeah, they found. Yes. Okay, were you headed southbound or northbound? Okay, towards that blue or towards the 80? Towards that blue. Okay, and what's the child on the left or right side? On the right side. Were they walking northbound or southbound? They're walking towards the blue. Walking southbound? Or how old are they look? Like a toddler, like maybe like 3 or 4.
Oh, she did say like a toddler, 3 or 4. I didn't hear that before.
Okay, are you with the child right now? No, I'm not. I didn't get out of the car. I'm in the boat. Can you be my say anything that I don't know until we get there? Yeah, sure, yeah. Okay, what kind of car are you in? I'm in a Mercedes. Is it a sedan or SUV? SUV. I mean, it's a sedan. Sorry. Can you put your hazard belt on me? Yeah, they're holding. Okay. Did you talk to the child at all, or did you say anything to them? No. Okay, no. Do they look like they're injured? No, they don't. Are they white, black, and black, or Asian? They're white. Okay. Is it male or female? I think it's a boy. Right now? Okay, so is he wearing clothes? Yes. Okay. What is he wearing? It's a white t-shirt. It doesn't look like he has any pants on. It looks like a diaper. And you don't see any cars anywhere? No, no cars anywhere. Okay. All right. What's your name? My name is Carlee Russell. And you don't see any injuries on the job from where you're at, correct? No, but I can't really see them that good. Okay. Try to keep an eye on them for the best you can, because I don't want you to lose track of them. All right. And do they have shoes on? No. I can't really see that one. Okay. All right. I've got them on the way, okay? Just try to keep an eye on them, but officers are on the way, okay? Okay, thanks. Thank you. Okay, bye.
Okay.
Okay.
Thanks.
Call the
Okay.
relatives after
Thanks.
speaking with the 911 operator.
They act
Wait,
like
what'd you say?
she said, "Okay, thanks," and then the hang up, like like she just placed the order.
Exactly. So they did hang up though, because they said the call dropped, right?
Yeah. I told you, they hung up like like she
Yeah,
just
they
placed
hung
the
up.
order, food, a delivery, and hung up the phone.
But they asked
Who
her
would
to
do
stay
that?
there too.
And they asked her to stay with the child. Who would do that? Like, where they do that at?
Yeah, why would they hang up and not stay
And not
on?
stay
But the
on the
fact,
phone.
Maybe because she didn't sound panicked or urgent or nothing, but they should have thought that was a red flag. Like, you answer 911 calls all the time, you would think that they would have say, "Hey, we gonna keep you on the phone," you know. But she was calm, and so they was going off of her vibe, is what I'm getting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The
So
call, I
here we
believe the
go.
call
Oh,
dropped with the sister-in-law. It was the sister-in-law or the step, whoever the family member she was on the
well,
phone with.
even with the family member, they said that the call didn't drop. They just
No.
lost contact
It
with
just
her.
was
They
right.
heard her scream, and
Scream.
the phone dropped. Yeah.
Mhm.
Oh,
She supposedly
oh, okay.
screamed. She
So
screamed.
here,
Yes.
I'm gonna let this keep playing, y'all.
She went missing during that conversation sometime after 9:36 p.m. Traffic camera footage was obtained which depicted this portion of the incident, and that footage was analyzed as part of the investigation in conjunction with the 911 call and cell phone data to accurately determine the time frame. Carlee's 911 call remains the only report of a child on the interstate, despite numerous vehicles passing through the area at that time. No one has called to report that a child is missing, and the Hoover Police Department did not locate any evidence of a small child walking down the interstate. Data from Carlee's phone, including her Life 360 app, shows that she traveled approximately 600 yards in her vehicle while she was on the phone with 911, stating that she was following a child. 600 yards. That is 6 football fields straight.
Now that really caught my attention. She drove 6 football fields after while talking to police, and she seen a toddler. Like, uh, so it was clearly a lie. They even talked about her searches and everything. So that caught my attention. 6 football fields she drove after supposed to seeing this toddler that she was so concerned about.
100 yards. The Hoover 911 Center received a second call from Carlee's mother, stating that a relative was on the phone with her when they heard Carlee scream, and then they had an open phone line. Hoover police officers arrived on the scene within 5 minutes of being dispatched, and several other officers arrived shortly. They located Carlee's wig and cell phone in the grass near the vehicle. Her purse was located in the front seat of her vehicle with her Apple Watch in the purse. The food she ordered for Tzatziki's was also in the car. The items she purchased from Target, as well as the items taken from her place of employment, were not in the vehicle, nor were they located anywhere around the scene. Hoover police deployed all available assets from the point in the search for Carlee. Additional resources were called in to include our own drone unit, crime scene investigators. Numerous detectives responded to the scene. Throughout the day Friday, officers from surrounded local and federal agencies assisted Hoover police in the search for Carlee Russell. Officers returned to the scene on 459 to conduct a thorough line search for evidence. K-9 teams from the Jefferson County Sheriff's Department responded to check for any sign of Carlee, the child that she claimed to see, and anything else that could be considered evidence in this case. Those searches all turned up empty. Private citizens, including search parties organized by our family, friends, began looking everywhere that they could to find any trace. These searches took place throughout the day Friday and again on Saturday, yielding nothing. At 10:44 p.m. on July 15th, the Hoover 911 Center receives a call from Carlee's residence stating that she returned home on foot. In subsequent investigations, detectives obtained surveillance footage of Carlee walking down the sidewalk alone prior to arrival at her residence. She was conscious and speaking with paramedics when she was transported to UAB. Detectives were able to obtain a brief statement from her prior to being treated and released. During the statement, she told detectives that while traveling down the interstate, she saw a baby walking down the side of the road and called 911. She stated when she got out of her vehicle to check on the child, a man came out of the trees and mumbled that he was checking on the baby. She claimed that the man then picked her up and she screamed. She stated he then made her go over a fence. She claims he then forced her into a car, and the next thing she remembers is being in the trailer of an 18-wheeler. She stated that the male was with a female. However, she never saw the female, only hearing her voice. She also told detectives she could hear a baby crying. She told detectives the male had orange hair with a big bald spot on the back.
Anybody want to say anything? We keep
How
going.
she see him? It's dark.
Girl.
Yes, the orange hair, the orange balding head. I can't get past it. Like,
Let me
where
And
was
ask a
it
her
was
question, Easy.
imagination?
true.
Where was her
So,
imagination going with this? Like,
Girl, she was at a circus, a clown show or something. Hold
right.
on, y'all go ahead and talk. I gotta walk away for a
Like the
second.
scene from what's that show? That series that used to come on um where Angela Bassett, they have different series. It was a tale something. and they was different and same
You
characters,
said
but
a
they played.
clown. You said a clown show.
Yeah, they played different characters in different series of it.
I
Dang,
don't
it
know.
used to come on. So it used to come on a while ago. That's what that kind of gives me. So Bozo kidnapped her. Right. Right. Right, Laura. Miss V had me cracking up earlier when she was saying Chucky. That's all she could think of. Oh, Tarzan. Girl. When I was covering this on my channel, I was like, no way. When I heard that she said that to the police. So the rumors of the text messages between that got leaked from the police department, then they gotta be true then, because that was one of the things that the female officer said, that she told them that the man had orange hair and was balding, and they fed her Cheez-Its for 2 days. So
Dang, not cheese.
she did tell them that because the police said it. But
Hold
look,
on,
the
but what did she buy
Cheez-Its were
from the
snacks
store?
that she bought from
I
Target.
was just about to ask you that. Like, what did she buy from the store? So he fed you your own cheese. That's
Yeah,
convenient.
that's what we were saying earlier. So she fed you your own snacks. They gave you your own snacks. So you took your snacks and your food. Well, no, because the detective said her food was still in the car, but the snacks wasn't, that she got from Target. That wasn't in the car, but the food that she purchased was in the car.
Mm.
So
Y'all ready?
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
we ready.
Okay.
She said she was able to escape the 18-wheeler and fled on foot, only to be captured again and then was put in a car. She claimed she was then blindfolded but was not tied up because the captor said they did not want to leave impressions on her wrists. She said that they took her into a house and made her get undressed. She believes they took pictures of her, but she does not remember them having any physical or sexual contact. She stated the next day she woke up and was fed cheese crackers by the female. She said the woman also played with her hair, but could not remember anything else. At some point, she was put back in a vehicle she claims was able to escape while it was in the West
Wait, Miss
Hoover
V, pause it for a second, real quick.
detective, she ran through.
Wait, Miss V, I just
The Cheez-Its was real.
Wait, no, remember we were talking earlier about the manicure? So she did get a manicure. She got her hair done.
Her hair, so it was a half truth.
Right.
So it was something done.
Right.
It wasn't her
She got her
nails,
hair
it was her
done.
hair.
Right. She got her hair done. The lady played in her hair. Okay.
Man,
But she don't know
stop
what
it.
the lady looked like because she only heard her voice.
And
was
she fell
blindfolded.
asleep. She didn't say she was in a tranquilizing state or nothing. She just said she woke up as if
Right.
she wasn't woke before. Girl, bye.
Through lots of woods until she came out near her residence. During this interview, detectives noted that Carlee had a small injury to her lip, and she claimed that her head was hurting. She also had a tear in her shirt.
But what she didn't say is how she got the injury on her lip. Was it tripping on her way home or something?
Well,
Like,
she
I
did
mean,
that to herself.
did she come home because she only had cheeses and she was hungry?
Remember the doorbell rings from the footage that they seen. She was walking fine. She only started acting disheveled when she got a couple of houses from her parents' house.
No, remember, Breeze, her wig was left. Her wig and her cap. So she had her regular hair that was braided,
It was
probably.
it was plaited down to her head, her mama said.
Yeah, matted, flatted,
Yeah,
or whatever.
flatted, yeah.
She was what? She was Cleo from Set It Off. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? So she was playing in her braids. Okay,
Detectives also
knock
noted
it off.
that she had $107 cash in her right sock.
Shout out to the people tuning in from Sister Girl Talks TV. Welcome in.
Out of respect for Carlee and her family, detectives did not press for additional information in this interview and made plans to speak with her in detail after giving her time to rest. Detectives continue analyzing data from Carlee's cell phone that was left behind at the scene. We enlisted the help of the United States Secret Service in conducting this analysis. Part of what data included several internet searches in the days leading up to their disappearance that I think are very relevant to this case. On July 11th at 7:30 a.m., the term "You have to pay for an Amber Alert" was searched. On July 13th at 1:03 a.m., the day of her disappearance, the term "How to take money from a register without being caught" was searched. On July 13th at 2:13 a.m., the day of her disappearance,
pause it for a
the
second,
term
please.
Birmingham.
I wanted to tell Miss V, could you just rewind that back just a tad bit? I want just to just listen very carefully to what they say she searched on her phone. These are the
Okay.
searches that they found on her phone when they did a search on her
Detectives
phone.
did not press for additional information in this interview and made plans to speak with her in detail after giving her time to rest. Detectives continue analyzing data from Carlee's cell phone that was left behind at the scene. We enlisted the help of the United States Secret Service in conducting this analysis. Part of what data included several internet searches in the days leading up to their disappearance that I think are very relevant to this case. On July 11th at 7:30 a.m., the term "You have to pay for an Amber Alert" was searched. On July 13th at 1:03 a.m., the day of her disappearance, the term "How to take money from a register without being caught" was searched. On July 13th at 2:13 a.m., the day of her disappearance, the term "Birmingham Bus Station" was searched. On July 13th, 2:35 a.m., a search for a one-way bus ticket from Birmingham to Nashville was conducted with a departure date of July 13th. On July 13th at 12:10 p.m., a search for the movie Taken, a film about abduction, was conducted. There were two searches related to Amber Alerts on a computer at Carlee's place of employment, including one regarding the maximum age of an Amber Alert. There were other searches on Carlee's phone that appeared to shed some light on her mindset, but out of respect for her privacy, we will not be releasing the content of those searches at this time. We've asked to interview Carlee a second time, but have not been granted that request. As you can see, there are many questions left to be answered, but only Carlee can provide those answers. What we can say is that we've been unable to verify most of Carlee's initial statement made to investigators, and we have no reason to believe that there is a threat to the public safety related to this particular case. Thank you very much. With that, we'll open the floor for questions. Please raise your hand.
Anybody got anything to say? Like, hey, everything she said and did was debunked.
You know what?
She's lying.
What I don't like about this whole situation is I don't think she understands how much harder she's made it for Black women, because they don't give a fuck about us, bro. Like, they don't care. And her doing this is I guarantee you, most of the people that are gloating over her lying is them uppity ass Negroes, the Black men, and the and white women. Like, it's no offense, but it's like they don't care about us going missing as is. And I was rooting for this heifer. They don't care.
One of the
Yeah.
actually said that to the detective in that to the police chief in that conference, that news conference. One of the reporters asked him, she said, for African American women, with this going like this, do you think that this will hinder something in the future? Basically was the gist of it. She asked him, will that hinder a case if this ever happened again? And it was a real case. He said, no, they're going to always do their investigations until they find out what happened.
Ouch, man! Any excuse will do them. They don't need no excuse. Go ahead.
The only reason they was on this like that is because of the public. It's because the public was on their ass, and with her doing this, it's going to stop it. Like, and this kind of hits close to home because my daughter was taken. My daughter was taken by a quote unquote friend of hers, and I got a text at 6 a.m. saying, "Come on, call the police, help me. I need help. He stole me. I'm been abducted."
Wow.
Yes, and we had the police and we had the everybody. They had it was bad, and you know what I'm saying. And even with her being as though that it was a whole situation, y'all. And they doubted her, even though we were sitting out there for at least 2 hours trying to figure out what house they were in. They could see us. The man made her call me and say, "Oh no, he's my friend." Like my daughter came out with burn marks and a broken arm, and they still was questioning my daughter. Like, are you like it was bad. So, being with that and with this being done, like it's this heifer, she might have to see me. I ain't gonna hold you.
I know it's triggering, right? See, you and a lot of others feel like
Yeah, it's disheartening for sure.
Especially we were saying earlier about the lady who actually, who that happened to, who still haven't found her daughter, who actually went out there and helped her search. She went to the search parties and to help find her daughter. This was emotional for her too.
Let me ask y'all a question. So, what y'all think the motivation was for this? Do y'all think she was trying to avoid jail time from her job? Is it anything public saying that they was trying to?
No, I really honestly think she was trying to teach her man a lesson. She was pissed with him. She met somebody online she'd been chatting it up with. That's what I
in Nashville.
Think.
In Nashville,
because she bought, had a little snack, so she was about to go, and she wasn't gonna tell nobody. But then this went viral, and she like, "Oh, I done messed up. I need to come home." And had that conversation with her cousin, and now this done went somewhere. And she like, "But what am I gonna say? What us gonna do now?" One of those.
Well, one of the things I thought was that, okay, maybe because all that stuff happened, she allegedly got let go from school, her job, and everything. So she wanted to make matters worse by coming up missing, and then her family would just be so happy that she's back. They wouldn't care about that she got dropped out of school and lost her job, because her mother was still tracking her and stuff like that. So she probably was still at a like impressionable age for her family, and she really cared what they thought. I don't know. But then when I found out she was searching since like days ago before this happened, is like that went out the window. I don't know what the hell is on her mind, because I can't make sense out of nonsense. Period.
That's why it rings true that the boyfriend and her were going through it about that stripper, and them text messages between her and that stripper. That's them. And the way she
that's more believable.
She's all in her feelings. Like, I'm gonna show his ass. I got him one. I got him. I'm gonna get him. Watch.
So Breeze feel like us as black men been thrown under the bus, and I kind of felt that a little bit of a twitch as she was talking at first, but I didn't say anything because I got tough skin. But I see Breeze posted that, and I'm just reading out of the comments, y'all. Breeze said he feel like we get thrown under the bus.
How did y'all make this about y'all? How?
No, we're not trying to make it about us. But I'm reading his comment, and he said, "That's crazy, dude. That's not all black men. That's all I'm saying. Stop throwing us under the bus." I'm reading the comments, ma'am. I didn't say anything else.
Oh, it's not. When I said, hit dog or holler. When I said that, a lot of the people that are going to now get joy out of this are those uppity Negroes, those black men. Those are the people I'm talking about. If it doesn't apply, like for instance, you know what I'm saying? The reason why this upsets me so much is because my daughter was abducted. You understand? My daughter was stolen, and I know personally how you cannot be believed because it's a black woman and they don't care. And so that it hurt. It upsets me because I'm a black woman. She's a black woman, and it upsets me because I went through it as the mom. And this isn't even the first time. This is the same daughter that at the age of 15, she was during the a gang initiation where they have to go out and hurt people. She was abducted, beat, gang raped, and left to die. Like, so I have an issue, with this whole situation, and so that's why I'm hollering, because I'm a hit dog. This shit hit me hard.
Look, we not mad at you because we know that this story was going to be triggering for quite a few people,
And
especially
so,
parents, especially mothers with daughters. Because I
and
have
so
only
for
one daughter. I have four kids, but I only have one daughter, and so I can empathize with what you say, and
yeah,
I could, I would, I don't know what I would do if I got a phone call like what you received.
man,
That I
that's
can't
so
imagine
oh shit.
what you was
And
going
so
through. And
man,
then
and
not to be
so
believed, for your daughter not to be believed. And look, she was
man,
actually a victim, the real victim. And here we got this girl, Carlee, faking a whole.
making
She
it
really got
harder.
the attention. The whole nation was
Oh,
looking at her and helping to find her, you know?
making it harder. And
And now
so
this came out to
to
be
have
just a hoax, just a one
for
big
me
scam.
for me to have said all of that, all of that in context to what we're speaking about, and the only thing somebody heard was what could affect them, that is not a me problem. If I'm telling you that those that because I look, I watch and I see the people that was rooting for it to be alive. And the people that were, mostly the majority of not all white women and those black men. And that's what I said in the beginning. But for someone to hear everything I said and make it about, why you throwing something about? No, that's a you problem because you now got to figure out why the empathy isn't with the fact that someone's child got abducted and is with the fact that you grouped yourself in with a group of men who do not care about the well-being of black women. Because I didn't group you in there. Y'all
Well,
did.
I believe that people speak from where they are, and I didn't feel that you bashed anybody. This is definitely
No,
not a channel that I bash
no, but he said
black
he's
Not at
men, but
sorry.
all.
He said
Breeze
he's
know
sorry.
that
He
though.
misread. He said he misread you. But
Oh no,
Yeah.
he
I
got
didn't.
you now. He said he misread
Yeah.
what you said.
If you go on
Okay.
TikTok
Yeah,
and you
because we
look
don't do that
through,
over here.
yeah, and I don't do that either. I'm not that person. But if you
Yeah, I
go and
know.
if you look, those are the people. And as a black woman, it scares me because it's like if something happens to me, I have four daughters and one special needs son. If something happens, they're not going to take us. They're going to look at us even more now, and now they have even more of a reason because this heifer mad at her raggedy ass man. You know what I'm saying? You mad at
Right,
your
that
man.
part. Right, right.
Yeah, it's sad.
It's sad. It's really
So
unfortunate.
I want to do closing remarks because I gotta cut out. I gotta get out of here. So let's give our closing remarks. Sister girl, you can go first, or
Yeah,
Jay
because
Dangerous, you can go first.
I done said. I
Yeah,
think I.
Jay
Yeah.
Dangerous, go first.
Well, on the Carly situation, I just feel that it's like she said, it's too much stuff going on in this world that's actually really happening in real time for somebody to be faking and shaking and making other people think that it's a situation because then they already to say they don't take us serious when we go missing anyway. Look at Jelani. And then so that's why I said it's on both ends. It's not just black women or it's not just black men. It's we have to understand this. And like she said, it's a lot of uppity people that don't. But for the most part, I just took it how I could take it from what she was saying. And once I'm glad that she finished saying what she was saying before we just got to judging what she was saying. And so I didn't judge it. That's why I just kind of felt what I felt for that slight second. But once she finished, I was able to understand where she was coming from. So I didn't take
Bye,
it the same way bro took it.
just
But
V.
I was just reading the comments and I ran across there. But as far as I just want people to understand there was a book called The Little Boy Who Cried Wolf. And it's a such thing as grown up crying wolf too. And it's not a situation where we already get that much coverage on being looked at. And like she said, she thought it was something else. I feel like the only reason the cops came that fast because they said it was a little white toddler walking on the side of the road. And then they found out through this investigation all this other stuff. But for the most part, I just feel for her for making that mistake. And maybe she moved forward and learning from that mistake. And no, I saw somebody in the comments say, do they get to keep the money? No, it is illegal to create a GoFundMe or any type of thing on that account. And it's not a real situation. So they have to give back the money, and they GoFundMe will hold $1,000 until
And
they
I know
find
that
out the
that came
situation.
up. That
Yeah,
actually came up, and GoFundMe wasn't trying to refund the
Yeah.
money at the time that I seen that. I don't know where they are now. With this happening, I'm
Can I,
sure that they're gonna return everybody's money.
can I just say,
yeah,
because
yeah,
I
for
know that
sure. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
one of
that's really sad that happened. But like I just want people to realize this is real life, and people like Carlee need to understand that that's not a game, and it is a such crime as creating a false police report into any manner, into any manner. But for the most part, like I said, I just feel that out of all the people that went missing, this kind of gave me a little bit more insight. So I won't take it as a full negative because of whatever situation played out. I would take it as a full positive because you can take any positive out of any negative. And that's what I do when I have a negative situation. I try to pull a positive from it. So the positive that I pulled from it personally, I don't know about anybody else, but I just took it as it taught me that they can search for us under certain circumstances. It has to be
Yep.
somebody white involved. It has to be something that they have to be credibly looking at versus them looking for us. Because I saw the coverage that they
Hmm.
gave Jelani. Then I saw the coverage that they gave Gabby Petito. Then I saw the coverage that they just gave this woman. But not many got the same coverage. So in
That's a
Alabama, shout
fact,
out to
Breeze.
Hoover. Shout out to Hoover County or whatever county that is in Alabama. But I
Hmm.
appreciate them for their job because it showed me
Yeah.
that they can do their job for us. So they didn't do it
Hmm.
for the others that came along the way that went missing. So that shows us something about them. Now we up one. And that's how I look at it. Any negative, I'll take the positive. And I feel like we up one because now we can look at what they can do for us when they're trying to search for us. So if anybody just mysteriously goes missing in one of our families, God forbid, or somebody that we know, now we know what they can do in the searches. Now we know what they're capable of. Now we know how they react to certain situations like that when it's black people involved. So now we know that they shouldn't have any problems here later on in the future finding the next missing person. It shouldn't be no trouble. Look at all the trouble they caused right here, and they found this woman and she's home. So let's just hope all the other situations go that way. And that's all I want to say. I'm saying I appreciate everybody for tuning in for real, and subscribe to the channel if y'all not a subscriber.
Yes.
Yeah, because my name in blue on there too when I come in. So I appreciate you for making this.
Yeah. Make sure you drop your link. Y'all link up with Stay Dangerous. Also, he's also a crime reporter. And link up with Sister Girl Talks TV. Make sure y'all drop y'all links when y'all go down. So, Sister Girl, or Just, did you want to say something? Because I know Sister Girl got a lot probably to say.
no,
Well, let me
I
say,
don't.
can can I
I
just
don't
say one
have
more
one.
thing? For
Just
anybody
Yeah,
that
go ahead.
on a different note, for anybody, and this is something that I've done for myself. Anybody that wants to create an LLC and learn how to get the funding for their business that these people are giving to us every single day. And just to be a little bit personal, I got funded for over 200,000 and just startup fees for my company. All you got to do is have your stuff structured right. And they're giving a lot of money to people and there's no reason for people to be broke now. It's people getting money. And I just want to put my people on to things that I'm on. I just stopped talking about true crime because I got on my money. Now I want to show other people how I did such. So reach out to me, Stay
Yeah.
Dangerous Show. And that's
Thank you,
you don't
Kathy
have to
B.
be no subscriber. I just want to teach other people the success level that I've reached and how I got to that point. Because that's what most of my friends ask me. What do you do when they see the outcome of my business? And they're giving a lot of money for black women right now. I want to say that. So if you are a black woman that don't believe in grants, check into it right now because they got a lot for minority black women and they just giving it. And then some of them are small, but they all add up to big numbers. And I actually help people with that too if they don't know how to obtain the grants or the funding for their business once they receive the LLC. I've even
So, how can
taught
people
people.
get in touch with you,
I was gonna
Jay
ask
Dangerous?
that.
Let
Well,
them know how they can get in touch with
I rather you hit me at enterpriseongo@gmail.com. So enterpriseongo@gmail.com. And then you can reach into the websites and other things of that nature. But that's the simplest way. for person to reach out to me, and the reason, and I don't charge for certain things, but certain things I do because I had to pay for it. But the
You
thing
said,
is,
hold on, I'm sorry. You said enterprise, ENTERPRISE.
ENTERPRISEONGO at gmail.com. So
Okay.
enterpriseongo at gmail.com. Or you can just hit me at ttchot at gmail.com. And either way,
When you
these are
yeah, make
business
sure
people.
you
These are
drop
business
that though
people,
Yeah,
and
still.
put
these
it
and you don't
in
even
the
and
chat.
like I said, these are business people that got small businesses that don't know how to get the funding like the big businesses get. I even have some of my clients apply for the ERC loan.
Tracy typed it out.
I
Yeah,
got it. I'm about to, because I have a business. I don't know how to do none of that stuff. I don't know how
yeah,
to do none of
it has to be
everything was
properly
like coming out
structured.
my pocket.
Yeah, it has to be properly structured, and we're gonna have a lot of a show about that too, because properly structured means you have to do every step. But we're gonna get into that later on my show. I
No.
teach people that, and I just had to say that because there's some people right now that woke up this morning and had to go to work. And I'm not knocking the people that got to go to work. I'm a businessman. I work every single day. That's why I stopped YouTubing because my businesses took off because I was getting the proper funding. And once you start getting the proper funding and things that you're able to get for your business, like I got a bulldozing business. We got all kind of things that are going on. I got real estate. The property where my mom passed away at, I bought that property. Y'all, I'm able to be a real estate owner. I have 3 Airbnbs. We're building container homes now. I'm doing a lot because I feel like I can sleep when I die. You feel me? I got kids to take care of and daughters, and they're my
Hmm.
motivation. My mom was my
We
motivation
all need to be on
for a
that,
lot of
man.
this, because my mom house where she was living at, she owned it, but she didn't want to she didn't want to take out no loans to remodel her house. So the roof had leaks. My mama had to put pots in her kitchen and stuff to catch leaks at certain times, and that made her sleep comfortably at night a lot of times because my house don't have the problems that her house did. And I even tried to get her here many times. And I'm so hurt that I didn't get my mom didn't get the opportunity to see the level of success that I was trying to reach before she passed away. But now I thank God that I'm able to reach that. Even though she's not here to see it, she
Yeah.
has to see it in spirit. But for the most part, that's been my motivation because I have daughters, and my daughters are looking at me smiling because they know that their daddy do the right thing every day, and they know that God been blessing
Hugs
us
to you and
tremendously.
condolences, man. I know
So
that's I
yeah, I
already
mean, it's
know
just
how
like
that
it happened
is.
yesterday, y'all. And it's like to anybody that ever lost their mama, I know exactly how they feel.
I
Yeah,
haven't yet, but
yeah.
my mom does have stage 3 cancer. She,
Yeah.
you know,
Just go hug your mama every chance you get because
so
I wasn't speaking to mine at the time. At the time she passed, and I kind of feel like that was God punishing me because I wasn't talking to my mom because 2 months prior to my mom passing, my grandfather passed away, and he left me a lot, y'all. Out of 17 grandkids, he left me everything, and he
well, I
left my
just sent
mom
you
the
an
life insurance
email.
policy.
I just
And
sent
what's
you an
crazy?
email to inquire about all of that because I was really going to give up on my business. I ain't going to
No,
hold
don't
you.
give up. Don't give up on it
I ain't
because
going
it's
to hold you.
they got
But
so many programs right now. And do you have a bank account? And let me
I
give
have
everybody on him some game. So this
I
some
have
free
about
game right here. And you can take it or don't take it. But I'm gonna tell you right now, this some free game. And I use it every day. So now I'm not telling you something that somebody else done told me. I have proof. I can show you my bank account. But then y'all just say I'm flexing. But at the end of the day, don't open up bank accounts. And I'm not hating on the banks. You go to your credit union, your nearest credit union is the best place to get the funding that you need. Because I'm gonna tell you why. The government sends each credit union so much money to fund certain programs for minorities that they don't want us to tap into because that money just goes into the next year. And they say maybe next year they'll catch on to it. And they just nobody's catching on to it because I'm gonna tell you what people think. It's a gimmick or it's too good to be true. And most of my sisters and brothers, they all if you try to tell them something about somebody giving them some money, they either think it's a gimmick or something that's gonna get them locked up. But when you start to see what I'm talking about, but through the government funds and the programs that they set up, and the programs are don't ask, don't tell, or should I say, if you walk into the bank and you don't know about certain programs and you don't mention it to them, they don't get paid to mention it to you. So me, I'm the guy that knows all the programs, knows what banks to send you in, how many that I can send you in, if they pull off a FICO or Experium, or if they pull out, it TransUnion, it all depends. And if you once you find these things out, you use them to your ability. So I can teach people how to, like I said, just start off with going to open up an account at the nearest credit union, and then start watching my videos after that, because I actually show you by going in the bank with the hidden camera on me, showing you how they're giving me this funding. And I also show people how they get lump sums of money. So say you have a wreck or an accident, or you get waiting on some type of settlement, and you getting a couple $100,000, you can put that money in your credit union and then borrow money from the credit union to put on top of that to spend. And then it won't be no interest. So it's a lot of different things I can tell you. Like
hey, I hate to cut this conversation short, but I gotta get out of here.
I got it,
and
Ms.
before
V.
I go, I want to give a shout out to all of my channel members. Thank y'all so much for being here, and also give y'all opportunity to join channel membership, especially if you're a content creator or not. But right now I'm offering free thumbnails if you join the channel membership for the month of July, starting at $2.99. I also have content creator packets where I help you with your channel, and I have a YouTube support channel. So make sure you connect with that by going into my channel section. And I just want to give a special shout out to the channel members right now in the chat.
Yes, ma'am. So,
shout out to my members. Shout out to y'all. Shout out to everybody
I'm about to
that
become a member
remained
today.
in the chat. Please do listen. It's a lot of benefits to becoming a member to this channel. You also have custom emojis and badges. You get member shout outs and shares. And I do specials every month. So just join. I mean, I'm telling you, it's to your best interest. I'm telling you, you will appreciate it. I also give you the option to be able to choose what perks you want. So we are about to close out. Before I leave here, I want to give Sister Girl opportunity to close out, and then we're going to get up out of here.
Okay, Sister Girl.
I'm not going to say much just because we've been talking already. I've been on here for over 3 hours.
Right, we got it in. I enjoyed it though. Hold on.
I think I've said my piece, but I did want to clear up something that was mentioned earlier about the GoFundMe. So because I talked about it already in my video, the 20,000 was given back to the Crime Stoppers. 25,000 was given back to the Crime Stoppers. 20,000 was given back to another company that had donated to help in searching for her. But 60 other donors, like regular schmegular people like us that donated, no, they did not get their money back because it was a little hard for GoFundMe to refund people that only sent $5, $1.50, as opposed to somebody that sent 25,000. You understand?
Yeah.
So yeah, that's how that. I just wanted to clear that up.
Well, thanks for clearing that up, because I didn't know. That was the last thing I heard. But go ahead.
Well, I just wanted to say thank you for having me up here on your panel.
Yes, thanks for joining. You made it that much better by pulling up the video and all that and keeping an eye on that. So I appreciate you and your members in the chat. I mean, your subscribers.
If y'all not subscribed or linked to my channel, click my link and join my channel. I talk about crime. And we get a little messy over there. We talk about a lot of celebrity gossip as well. So, you know.
She quick on the trigger, y'all. She is.
I'm a subscribe.
Connect with her.
Link. I'm gonna click her link and subscribe.
For a long time, Stay Dangerous. I've been a sub on your channel for a long time.
Yeah, I changed a lot with my mom
Yeah, we
passing away.
definitely gotta
I've
connect.
been on
Yeah,
the panel with you in the past a couple of times. Maybe you don't remember
I
me.
remember. I remember.
Oh,
How can I not
because
remember
you
this
never
strong voice?
subscribed to my channel.
Well, I'm
Yeah, and
sorry.
like I said, guys,
I'm fixing to right now.
we're gonna be doing a weekly meetings of the minds. We'll let y'all know. Stay tuned to Sister Girl channel, my channel. Stay dangerous. He'll be at it again. Brooklyn Squad. We all gonna come together. Meeting of the minds, and on the Jelani Day case, any case that's ongoing that we're all involved in, we'll even bring new cases to the table. So join us. You'll have the opportunity to come up and give your piece. We want to get all of y'all involved. We need to get this thing popping. So
Right.
y'all make sure y'all connect to all of us.
My
And
channel is
much love to
demonetized
y'all.
at the moment, but when
Yeah.
YouTube hit me at a punishment, I will have some perks on my membership as well in the future. So look
Okay.
forward to that too.
That's what's up.
Yeah.
That's what's
Yes,
up.
ma'am.
We trying to bring the best news, information, most factual information over here, and we trying to give y'all perks and things that y'all enjoy, and give y'all the opportunity to let us know what y'all want. Y'all have a voice over here. I want people to come up. I want people to get involved. We need to get our news stories out because it takes us to save us, and ain't nobody gonna save us but us. So we need
Mhm.
to start paying attention to what's going on in our communities, around us, and in this world, period. But we out of
Absolutely.
here, y'all. So when
Stay
I
blessed.
end this, a
Peace.
live stream is gonna pop up. Please stick around, smash the thumbs up, comment, and leave your notifications on at that live, because I have a lot of things set up and in store. So follow us. You won't be disappointed. Peace and love, y'all. We out.
That's what's up.